When Donald Trump came into office and appointed Elon Musk to be the head of Doge, even though they say he's not the head, but Trump still says he's the head. But either way, the whole thing was we're going to cut wasteful government spending. We're going to be smart with money because Donald Trump is a smart businessman and he doesn't do stupid things with money. But we all know he does very stupid things with money and that he is not a good businessman. But nevertheless, that was the lie that was pushed onto this country. And on Friday, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, while appearing at CPAC, decided to go ahead and just bust that lie wide open that this government is not, of course, going to be wasting money spending it on stupid things, when she admitted in front of that CPAC audience that Donald Trump personally directed her, as the head of Homeland Security, to spend $200 million on an ad campaign, both here and abroad, thanking Donald Trump for kicking all those dirty immigrants out of our country. Here is what Noem said to the crowd. Noem recalled Trump telling her after she was nominated, quote, "I want you to do ads for the border, and I want you to do those everywhere, not just in the United States, but I want them around the world. I want you to tell people not to come to this country if they're going to be coming here illegally. We're not going to let the media tell this story because the media will never tell the truth. We're going to run a marketing campaign to make sure the American people know the truth of what you're doing." And then she said, "I said, yes, sir, I will thank you for closing the border. So if you notice in that ad, we thanked him for closing the border." And these ads are running on radio, broadcast, and digital in multiple countries and regions in various different languages. And in the ad, the one that's airing here in the United States, Kristi Noem personally appears on camera saying, quote, "Thank you, President Donald J. Trump, for securing our border, for deporting criminal illegal immigrants, and for putting America first. President Trump has a clear message for those that are in our country illegally. Leave now. If you don't, we will find you and we will deport you. Under President Trump, America's borders are closed to lawbreakers." Which is technically what it's always been. But okay, $200 million to publicly fillet Donald Trump, basically. Right? That's what it is. Let's not split hairs. Let's call it what it is. This is a public blowing of Donald Trump so that he can feel good in front of everybody. I mean, it's almost pornographic, folks. That's what we're dealing with. A government that tells us we've got to cut Social Security because we don't have any money. We have to cut Medicaid and Medicare and the SNAP program. We have to cut back on environmental regulations because we can't afford it. We have to give tax cuts to the wealthy. But we're going to spend $200 million so that Donald Trump can feel like a big man because he's rounding up children and sending them out of the country. And if you think I'm exaggerating that, I'm absolutely not. On Sunday, of course, there was that big report, I believe, from the Washington Post about how ICE has decided they're going to start cracking down on children who are in this country illegally. Children. Kids. They're going to start going into schools in the coming weeks. That is what they've announced at ICE, which, of course, is under the Department of Homeland Security, under Kristi Noem's watch. But we're not going to let the media tell the story, right? We're going to engage and spend $200 million on our own propaganda to lie to the entire world about what's happening. We're rounding up kids, but we're going to make it seem like we're rounding up gang members. All for $200 million. This is beyond insanity. It is beyond wasteful. It is beyond stupid. But I would expect nothing less from this administration. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.